Alright guys, so again we're going to do a bit of a tusk measuring video here. These are from the recent sets we just got on our trip of 50 boars. Set number 1, they were around about 75 mil out the jaw. Set number 2 were about 87, 88. And set number 3 is that big set that we're pushing 90 mil both sides out the jaw.
So that's while they're still in the
That's
head?
while they were in the head. They were the photos that we took in the pig. So these fellas here were pretty common on what we got for the whole trip. 70 to 75 out the jaw was pretty common. The reason I kept them is because they were so thick and they pulled really well. They're going to score real well. That was the first set we got.
Is that the really big tusky one?
No, that's the really big tusky one here.
Oh, yeah.
He's pulled exceptional. So I'm predicting he's going to go over 30. He might be high 20s and he may go 30 because of how much girth he's got. Girth, very important, apparently. And yeah, I think the girth might get him to the 30 points, but these fellas here are going to be 30 odd, I think. So we've got a bit of a measuring thing. There's the number 1. There's number 2 and there's number 3. So we're going to do all the measurements.
Can you explain what they are?
Of all 3. So L is for length. Length of the grind is LG. Girth at the base of the tusk. It's got to be the girth there. And the girth at the base of the grind is the other one for the measurement for the Douglas point scoring system. So we'll give them all a go and see what they end up measuring. I'll start off with this first one. With old Gertha. Mumsy's favourite. So there's 7 5/8 for the left side. So we got right and left here on the measurement, right and left. And number 1 is 7 5/8. On the right side. Be 7 6/8. So obviously it's double the lesser measurement. So we've got 7 6/8, 7 5/8. So it'd be double the 7 5/8. So that's going to be 14 10/8. So that'll be 15 2/8 for that one. You double the lesser measurement. Rightio. So now we've got the length of the grind. There.
So where do you hold that to? Show me on the other side.
That's the grind there, We'll hold the base of the thing to the edge of that. Hold it on there and run it along the grind. So he's probably 2 2/8. 2 1/8. 2 1/8 it is. So that was the right hand side. 2 1/8. Left hand side.
They stink.
What?
They stink.
What? I stink.
No.
It's 2 1/8 as well. So double of that is 4 2/8. Girth at the base of the tusk, a very important one, apparently. I'll put that around. So here's 2 4/8 there. It's not very often these are very different, I've found. 2 4/8.
Is that thick?
Yeah, that is pretty thick actually. They're normally about 2. And it's the same, 2 4/8. That's 5. girth at the base of the grind. So that's the end of the grind there. You've got to do girth at the base of the tusk there where it goes. This, not very often it's not. There we go, it's 2 4/8. This one here, I can't imagine it'd be too much. There's not much difference in those when you do them, really. So there's 2 4/8. Well, that's also 5. So the total for that one there is, we've got 5 2/8, 4 2/8, so that's 19 4/8, 29 4/8. So he's at 29 4/8. So that's a pretty good set of tusks, really. For not being so long, they're thick and they pulled real well. You can see the curl in them there. So that's set number 1. So if we're going to get my phone and compare, it's an iPhone 11. So they're pretty thick, pretty curly there. Set number 1 down. I know, we'll set them aside. Set number 2. So this was the first boar of the trip we caught.
Geez, you've got some stuff to clean out of your buggy still. Wow.
8 5/8, 7 5/8, sorry. The length, that's a left one. 5/8.
So that's the same length as the other one.
Yeah, yep. Because they're not as round, see? Those ones are really round. And that one's 8. He's a bit bigger, that tusk, see? Yeah, it is. The length of the grind, this one I should have a bit more grind on him. So he's got 2 5/8. The grind is nowhere near as good. It's 2 4. Two and 4/8. Girth at the base. Two and 4/8. 2 and 3/8, sorry. 3/8. Two and 4/8, sorry. 2 and 4/8. Girth at the base and the girth at the base of the grind now. Yeah, 2 and 4/8. Like I say, they're pretty standard. They're always the same. 4/8. Oh yeah, it's the double left of measurement we've got. What's that? 14 10/8, so it's 15 2/8. Pretty good. 2 and 4/8. So we've got what's that? 5. 2 and 4/8 is 5. 2 and 4/8 is 5. So he's 15, 20, 25, 30 and 2/8 actually. So he scored a little bit better. That's pretty good. 30's what they all they go for. So like I said, they were nearly 90 mil out the jaw though. So that's a big set of teeth, massive set of tusks. All right, now for the last ones, these big set. I guess you can see just from the phone and that, like where they are, these fellas are considerably bigger. They're going to be 30 odd, I'd say. So anyway, we'll give them a measure and see how they go. They pulled really well too. They pulled exceptionally well out the jaw. So
this is the really tusky pig.
This is the big tusky one we had the photos of, yeah.
Horse.
8 and 7/8, 6/8, 8 and 6/8, sorry. 8, 6/8. So those other ones are only 7, so he's already miles ahead on just on the length. Eight and 6/8 as well. Very even set. And the length of the grind.
He's got a fair bit of grind there, doesn't he?
He's got plenty of grind on him. So it's 2 and 6/8. Two and 4/8. The girth at the base of the tusk. 2 and 4/8. On both sides. Like I said, I don't think there'll be too much difference there. Yep, 2 and 4/8. And a girth at the base of the groin.
They're not that thick really though, are they?
No. 4/8.
Pretty even all the way through though.
Yeah, a really even set.
A really even grind.
2 and 4/8. I know, so you got to double the lesser measurement, which is 8 and 6/8 is 16 and 12/8, so that'll be 17 and 4/8. 2 and 4/8 it's 5. 2 and 4/8 is 5. 2 and 4/8 is 5. So we've got 17 4/8. No, we've got, yeah, what's that? 27 plus 5 is 32 and 4/8. So they're a fucking really good set, which they show in the photos too. 32 and 4/8. That's a massive set of teeth. Huge set. Bow hunter that'd be a lifetime dream to get on. So there you go, that's all the measurements. So we've got a couple over 30, 30 and 2/8 and 32 and 4/8. And the other ones, those thick ones are 29 and 4/8. So
they're still impressive.
yeah, they're fucking big set of teeth. I've got sets of tusks that have been over 4 inches out the jaw and have pulled like shit, and you don't even get 30 points out of them. I think I've got a couple of heads over there that aren't 30 point. So they're really, really good sets of tusks. Look forward to polishing them all up and yeah, putting them up with the rest of them that we've got under the house there. Happy days.